So we got 1 minute before we start. So if you're gonna practice, maybe it's a good idea to get a book or a block if you've got one. And so we're going to use that later on. So we'll begin. Welcome to your Saturday Vinyasa. My name is Pele. So this will be the last live stream here for this week. So we're so looking forward to get back in our studio and see everyone and practice together. So even though we go back to the studio, we still have to be safe, look after ourselves. And so allowing that, following the criteria of the gym, is really good for all of us, so to give that safety. So while we're traveling level 2. So if you settle into your block, sitting on a block or sitting on a cushion, and just bring your whole body upright, and maybe closing down your eyes. Maybe you're lifting your shoulders up towards the ears, taking them back and drop it down. Maybe do that a couple times. And finding the long spine, avoid dropping your chest forward. It's just a gentle lift. Crown of the head is floating out towards the sky. By finding that rooting down, your sit bone towards the earth. And set an intention for your practice. Quieting down your mind right through your practice. Following the pattern of your breath. And any time during your practice, you find your mind start to wander, maybe organising a shopping list, or maybe organising what your day is going to be. See if you can bring it back. By emptying out our brain, emptying out our head without organising anything in there, we'll allow our body to send the message into our head, maybe to adjust, maybe you're feeling good in your body while you're doing your practice. Slowly bring your hands together and just feel your hands are rocked, warm up your hands. And from here, slowly placing your hands on your eyes and covering it. And pause here, finding your inhale here and exhale. And feel the stillness, the quietness of your head. And slowly release your hands. And from here, you're going to float your right arm up, taking your left fingertips out to the side and lean over to the left side, maintaining your right hip down towards the mat. And just pause here. Find your inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, sink deeper. And slowly coming back to center, take another full inhale here and over to the other side with your exhale. Block is great for it if you want to lean a bit further and supporting your right hand, and that's great. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to sink deeper. Another one. And slowly coming back to center and release. From here, you're going to walk your hands forward, elongate the side body, the front and the back, and just walk your hands forward. You may be widening your hands out and just sinking forward, but maintain that lengthening of your spine. Feel the hinge here from your hips, and maybe you can come deeper, coming into your forearms, just allowing your head to relax. And pause here for 3 breaths. And what I'm talking about, the pattern of the breath is inhale and exhale in the pose. You're going to inhale to come out from the pose or making that space while you're in the pose, and exhale a sink deeper. And slowly walking your hands back. And from here, you're going to come into tabletop. If you're sitting on a cushion or a block, roll it to the side. And you're going to come to all fours. This is a really common pose, getting cow pose. It's great for warming up our spine, opening out into our chest to front body. And you're going to just start to move really slowly. And feeling it here to your body. And from here, coming back to neutral, and we're going to move together. Take a full inhale, you're going to bring your chest forward and find that lift. Exhale here. And inhale again. And as you exhale, hug your belly in and arch your back up towards the sky, pressing the mat up away with your hands and your shins. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, hug in. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, hug it in. 3 more. Inhale, bring your chest forward, broaden your shoulders. As you exhale, hug your belly in, press down your hands and shins. 2 more. And last one. And slowly coming back to neutral. From here, you're going to draw a figure 8. So swaying your hips or any other variation. And while you're doing that, become aware of how your hands connecting with the mat. So that will be every time you're coming into any pose with your hands on the mat. It's find that connection with the hands with your mat. Spreading your fingers. And slowly coming back to neutral. From here, you're going to turn your left foot out. This is quite a normal little sequence that I did in my class. And sink your hips back. Walk your hands over and press your hips back. Bow your head between your arms and pause. Inhale to create the space. Exhale, sink. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. This time you're going to inhale and find the lift, float your upper body up. Exhale, find that right arm stretching over. Inhale here. We're going to sink into our hips with our exhale. Inhale, find the lift. Floating the left arm over. Exhale, drop into your hips. Inhale, lift. And exhale, drop in. So we're just warming up our hips here to the side body. And drop it in. 3 more. So this time, come up. And maybe you can float both arms over. And drop it down. And maybe you can extend the left leg out. Take it down. And up with your inhale, maybe both arms or 1 arm. Exhale, drop down. Float with your inhale. Drop it down with your exhale. And lift with your inhale. Sink down to your hips with your exhale. Float with your inhale. And come back down. Bring your hands to the mat. Drop your left knee back. Take a full inhale here. And wiggle your body up all the way up towards the sky. Take your gaze up with your inhale, a gentle back bend. As you exhale, untuck your toes, sink your hips back, and float your arms forward. and bow your hip down towards the mat. Inhale, come back to tabletop. We're going to repeat on the other side. Turn the right foot out, right knee lift, walk your hands over across and sink into your hip. Inhale, maybe find a little lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale here and exhale. This time we're going to move it. Inhale, come all the way up, floating your left arm over. And exhale, drop into hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. This time we're going to change it up. Inhale, float both spine forward. And exhale, draw your hips down. Inhale, maybe lifting the right leg out, extending it over. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last set. Inhale, create that space. And exhale, sink into your hips. Inhale, find the lift, extending your leg or not. And exhale, draw it down. Release your knee back into the mat. Take a full inhale, unravel your body up. Looking up towards the sky. And as you exhale, draw your belly in, sink your hips back. Bring your arms forward. Allow your head to come down. Slowly coming back to tabletop. Take a full inhale here, extend your right arm forward, left leg back. And as you exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, draw it in. Three more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, find your cow pose. And exhale, find your cat pose. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly lower your left knee down. Right leg lift. Take a full inhale, floating it forward. And exhale, draw it in. Really curl it in. Inhale, find the lift. And exhale, draw it in. Inhale. And exhale. Lengthen back. And draw it in. Two more. Inhale, find the lift. Bring your chest forward and lift it up. As you exhale, draw it in. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly lower your left hand down. Tuck your toes under and find downward facing dog. And just walking up your dog here, you can narrow your stance off your down dog. That's a bit too early. And get moving your legs here. Pressing the mat away, hugging your belly in, send your sit bone back. And slowly from here, walk forward. Tiny little step forward to come to a forward fold. Allow everything to relax. And just let the arms dangle here. Slight bend in your knees to support your lower back. We're going to take 3 halfway lifts. Take a full inhale, bring your hands to your shin, find flat back. Crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale again, bring your palms heart center, finding that lift of your chest, hugging your belly in and lengthen. Exhale and release. Last one, maybe the tip of fingertips towards the floor and find the lift here. As you exhale, release the forward fold. Find this asana, unravel your spine as you come all the way up, reaching out towards the sky. Taking your gaze up, bring your palms to heart center and pause. And we'll begin. Take a full inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway. Step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale in plank. Drop your knees down to the mat with your exhale. Bend your elbows, come halfway. Scoop your chest forward and up to find upward facing dog with knees on the mat. Press the shin down towards the mat. As you exhale, sink your hips back and lift the downward facing dog. Soften your knees, look forward and walk or step to the front of your mat. Find halfway lift with your inhale and release with your exhale. Tadasana with your inhale, come all the way up. Looking up, chest lift, root your feet down towards the mat and slightly bring your fingertips back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower to forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale in plank. Drop your knees down to the mat. Bring your hips slightly forward, lower down halfway, elbows in. Scoot through to find a cobra pose, roll your shoulders away. To downward facing dog with your exhale. Soften your knees, look forward, step, walk or float. Halfway lift with your inhale and release with your exhale. Tadasana with your inhale, come all the way up. Taking a gentle back bend here, hips forward, chest lift, spine long. Inhale back to center, forward fold with your exhale. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale in plank. Drop your knees with your exhale halfway. Scoop through with your inhale. And downward facing dog with your exhale. Soften your knees, look forward, step, walk or float. Find a halfway lift with your inhale. Release with your exhale. Tadasana with your inhale, come all the way up. Interlace all 10 fingers, releasing your index finger. Take a full inhale, create that space and lengthen. As you exhale, bring it over to the right. Feel the expand here on your left side body. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the left. Root your feet down towards the mat and breathe. Inhale back to center, forward fold with your exhale. Halfway lift with your inhale, step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale, slightly come forward. You can drop to your knees now or come to chaturanga. Scoop through to upward facing dog, to downward facing dog. Soften your knees, look forward, step, walk or float to the front of your mat. Find halfway lift with your inhale and release with your exhale. Tadasana with your inhale, come all the way up. Finding a back bend here. Inhale back to center, fold with your exhale. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale in plank. Chaturanga or knees down to the mat. Scoop through to upward facing dog. Press the mat away and lift to downward facing dog. You're walking out the dog here, left and right. Slowly come forward to plank. Drop your knees down to the mat. Drop down halfway. Push up to downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Drop your knees down to the mat. Come down halfway. Press up to downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, rock forward. Drop your knees. Gaze slightly forward. And then push up. Back to downward facing dog. Right leg lift with your inhale. As you exhale, bend your knee and open up your hip. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten your leg. As you exhale, step and replace it with your right hand. Drop the back knee down with With your exhale, inhale, find the lift to Vinyasa. Sink further to your front hip with your exhale. Inhale to create that space again. And exhale, sink. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower your hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift your left knee up as you float your right arm to easy twist. Exhale, hold an easy twist. Inhale here again. Lower your right hand down with your exhale. Inhale here in runners. Exhale, float back to plank. Inhale in plank. Lower with your exhale. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Left leg lift with your inhale. Bend with your exhale. One breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. Extending your leg out. And exhale. Inhale. Step and replace it with your exhale. Inhale here to halfway lift. Drop your right knee down with your exhale. Lift with your inhale. Sink further to your hips with your exhale. Inhale here again, find the length. And exhale, maybe lifting your heart and then gaze up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower your hands down. Easy twist with your inhale. Float the left arm up or knee down. And exhale. Inhale here again. Lower your left hand down with your exhale. Halfway lift chest forward. Step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale in plank. Lower with your exhale. Lift with your inhale. To downward facing dog with your exhale. Soften your knees, look forward, step, walk or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift with your inhale. And release with your exhale. Bring your big toes to touch. Lower your hips. Find a halfway lift here. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, sink into your hips. Lift your heels off the mat with your inhale. And lower hips down with your exhale. Inhale here. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank. Exhale. Inhale and plank. Down dog with your exhale. Right leg lift, inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, step. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, drop and knee back. Inhale, flip your arms up. Exhale, sink to your hips. Inhale to lengthen here. And exhale, bend your elbows and find a twist. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, lower your hands down to mid. Easy twist with your inhale, float it up. Exhale, lower your hand down. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Inhale. Chaturanga with your exhale. Scoot through to upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Left leg lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Exhale, step. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, drop. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, sink to your hips. Inhale, lengthen here again. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, lower your hands. Inhale, find easy twist. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to halfway, chest forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Chaturanga with your exhale. Upward facing dog with your inhale. To downward facing dog with your exhale. Soften your knees, look forward. Give it a go, floating forward. So look further forward and lift your hips and come forward. Find halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, release. Big toes to touch, lower your hips. Find halfway lift here. And inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, sink into hip. You might do a little bit of a bouncing up and down. That's quite nice. So from here, you're going to float your heels off and lower your hips down. Inhale here. And exhale. Come all the way up, hook your thumb together, heels still lift off the mat, and find the length in here. Inhale. And exhale, lower your heels down, bring your palms to heart center, and pause. Pause here for 2 breaths. Inhale, float your arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale, chest forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. The downward facing dog with your exhale. Pause here for 3. And for 2. Right leg lift with your inhale. Bend with your exhale. Inhale here. Drop it down with your exhale. Find the wild thing. Inhale, find the lift of your hips. Exhale and hold. Inhale, extend your right arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Float the right leg back with your inhale. Draw it towards your chest with your exhale. Inhale back. Over to the left with your exhale. Taking your gaze there. Inhale back. Towards center. Step and replace. Inhale to halfway lift. Drop your left heel down with your exhale. Lift to warrior 1 with your inhale. Sink through your hips with your exhale. Inhale here. Warrior 2 with your exhale. Inhale in warrior 2. And exhale. Inhale to reverse. Flip your right arm up. Bring your left hand and hold onto your right wrist. Draw it up and over and hold. Inhale. And exhale to warrior 2. Inhale in warrior 2. Sweep your hands down with your exhale. Interlace all 10 fingers behind. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards center. Full inhale, find the lift. And as you exhale, come forward and over. Bringing the crown of the head down towards the earth. Bringing your arms above your head. And sometimes bending your shoulders, your elbows, to open up if your shoulders is a bit stuck. And then just allow it to come forward. Pressing down to the other edge of your back foot, hugging your belly in. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands from your front foot. Find your halfway lift. Step back to plank. Inhale. Lower to chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Over to the left side. Float it up with your inhale. Bend with your exhale. Find your inhale again. Drop into wild thing with your exhale. Lift with your inhale. Hold with your exhale. Float the arms up with your inhale. Return back with your exhale. Left leg lift back with your inhale. And then knee to chest with your exhale. Inhale back. Over to the right, taking your gaze there. Inhale back. Towards center. Step and replace. Halfway lift with your inhale. Drop the back heel down. Inhale to lift. And hold. Inhale. Warrior 2. Inhale. And exhale. Float the left arm up. Bring your right hand and hold to your left wrist. Turning the left palm up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, expand your body. Inhale again. Exhale to warrior 2. Inhale in warrior 2. Interlace all 10 fingers with your exhale. Lift with your inhale. And slowly over with your exhale. Adjusting here, maybe you need to move, do a slightly movement over here before you extend your arms. Hands underneath the ground of the head down and press down to the outer edge of your back foot. Hug your belly in. Inhale again. Release with your exhale. Find a halfway lift. Step back to plank. Hold in plank with your inhale. Lower with your exhale. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Soften your knees, look forward, step, walk or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift with your inhale. Release with your exhale. Big toes to touch. Inhale, lift, find Uttanasana. Sink with your exhale. Inhale here again. Palms are heart center with your exhale. Lengthen with your inhale and twist with your exhale. So you can bring your right elbow out to the outside of your left knee, but you see here how my hips swinging out. So you want to maintain the alignment in the front of your hips. And press down with the top of your hands and find the twist. Slowly coming back to center. Take another full inhale here and over to the right side. Press down to find the lift and hold. Coming back to center and release the forward fold. Widen the feet out and find ragdoll. Hold on to your elbows. Allow your head to relax. You just find a sway or maybe a stillness. And slowly release your hands. Turn the palm of your hands up and slide it underneath your feet. So bring your toes right up to your wrist. Take a full inhale, find halfway lift. Chest forward. As you exhale, bend your elbows out and allow your chest to connect with your thighs. And just send the ground of your head down. And pause here. Lifting your sit bone up. And broadening your shoulders. And slowly release. Find a halfway lift with your inhale and step back to plank with your exhale. Inhale here in plank and exhale to downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale. Bend and open with your exhale. Inhale here. Drop into wild thing with your exhale. Inhale, find the lift. And exhale, drop down. Inhale, right leg lift. And exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale back. And over to the left. And from here, you're going to slide your right foot through. And we're going to find rock start or fallen angel. Find a lift off your hips right off on the mat. And open your arms out. Inhale here. Lower your hand down with your exhale. Slide your right foot back. Inhale, send it back. Draw it towards center with your exhale and step and replace. Take a full inhale here and exhale, hold. Inhale, find crescent lunge. The back heel is lift. A slight bend on your back knee. Inhale, find the length here. Pass the heart center with your exhale. Lengthen forward with your inhale and twist with your exhale. You can open up your arms here. But still maintain that lengthen, taking your right hip back and avoid swinging the left hip out. So maintain that, pulling the left hip forward as the right hip back. Twisting here and hold. Inhale back to crescent lunge. And open up to warrior two with your exhale. Inhale in warrior two. And exhale to side angle pose. So if you've got a block at home or book, you can bring it in front of your right ankle or the back. So whatever is so comfortable for you. Find that lift, drawing your sit bone back, lengthen the left arm, and we're going to hold here. So peeling your chest forward and sending your arms as you press down towards the back foot. And hold here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale to warrior 2. Exhale, sweep your right arm underneath your left. Take a full inhale, draw your elbows forward and up. As you exhale, we're going to lower it down. Inhale here and exhale. We're going to lift up again with your inhale, using your core and legs to support you. Draw your elbows forward and up and finding a gentle back bend here. Inhale here. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale. Unravel your arms with your exhale. Halfway lift with your inhale. To start plank with your exhale. Left hip left away from the mat with your inhale, arms float up. Exhale and hold. Float the right leg off if it's there. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Inhale in plank. Chaturanga with your exhale. Float through with your inhale to downward facing dog with your exhale. We're going to run on the other side. Float the left leg up with your inhale. Bend it open. Drop it down. Define fallen angel. And open up here. Wild thing or flip dog. And inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Left leg, inhale back. Draw it over to your left shoulder with your exhale. Inhale back. And over to the right. Float it through. And from here, lift that right hip up. Open your chest up towards the sky. Press down to the upper edge of your back foot down towards the mat. Inhale here again. And lower your right hand. Float your left leg back with your inhale. Draw it towards center with your exhale. Step in replace. Halfway with your inhale. Hold with your exhale. Crescent lunge with your inhale. Come all the way up. Exhale here. Inhale. Palms to heart center with your exhale. Lengthen forward with your inhale. And twist with your exhale. Inhale here. Maybe open up your arms here. Or exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. And exhale and hold. Float the arms up with your inhale. Open up with your exhale. Inhale in warrior two. And side angle pose with your exhale. Taking your variation here. Maintaining your knees in line with your feet. With your big toes. So lengthen here. Sometimes we come down and we collapse. Find that lengthen your body forward. Sink into your hip. And sometimes you can just come upright. You find some people that coming deeper and you're losing the alignment of the pose. It's better to come up slightly upright. You can find the benefit here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And coming back to warrior two with your exhale. Inhale in warrior two. Left arm sweep underneath with your exhale. Draw it forward and up. And lower it down. Pause here with your inhale. And exhale. Lift up with your inhale. Take your time. Control it. Nice. And exhale. Inhale here again. And lower it down with your exhale. Inhale. Release your hands, frame your front foot with your exhale. Halfway lift with your inhale. Side plank with your exhale. Lift with your inhale. Hold with your exhale. Float the left leg up if it's there with your inhale. And lower hand down with your exhale. Inhale and plank. Chaturanga with your exhale. Lift with your inhale. To downward facing dog with your exhale. Soften your knees and look forward. Widen your feet out. Bend your knees. You're going to float to Malasana. And float. I'm going to just pause here. Some of you can hop into your side crow or crow. Otherwise, if this is for you today, just stay in here. This is just absolutely more benefit. But if you want to challenge yourself this morning, hop into your crow. And when you're in Malasana, sometimes we tend to collapse. So finding that contact of your knee and your elbow, pressing against one another to find that slight lift Your chest is lift, your spine is long. And hold here. And from here, if you're doing the crow or side crow, coming back and we're meeting Vinyasa. Take your right fingertips out to the side. Blockers come handy, you can use it, bring your hand to it, and float the left arm out. Taking your gaze with your left fingertips. And slowly return it back center, over the other side, same thing. Block or no block, and float your arm up. Avoid leaning forward, see if you can open up. And slowly release back. Lift your hips high, and find forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale, step back to plank. The downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale. Step and replace. Halfway with your inhale. And from here, you can take your block or no block, bring it in front of you, hop up the back foot, and we're going to come into half moon. So straight from there, float the left leg up. Can you go this side? So float your left leg off the mat, using the block or maybe the corner of your chair or couch if it's in there. And it's really nice to support you with this pose. So I'm doing it here onto my table. So because it will give me that little support so I can really focus on my standing leg, elongating my body forward and lifting the left leg up. So hold here and slowly release. So this time we're not going to go back and down, so we're going to switch straight away on the other side in half moon. So to give you the opportunity, if you're on the couch or on whatever it is, so your left foot on the mat and the right leg this time is floating up. And maybe some of you were absolutely just comfortable with floating your arm down, lifting that right leg up, and then hold here. And remember, your gaze is going to be anywhere that serve you in the pose. And slowly release. Come to the front of your mat. And we're going to do a few more balance poses before we come down to the mat. So we can start with Warrior 3. And then from Warrior 3, we're going to just lay on some for you balance pose. So step your right foot forward and bend both knees. So sticking your butt towards the back, but lengthen your spine forward. So this is great for giving you that momentum of coming forward. So maintain your right foot, pointing toes forward and bend. Hug your belly in and bring your hands heart center. I find that's a bit more comfortable to come out this way first, flexing your toes down, whoops, and then lengthen your spine forward. And then from here, you can add on by sweeping your arms forward and lengthen forward. Dropping the left hip down, turning it down, lifting the right hip up. And from here, you're going to open up straight away to half moon. Maintain that balance of half moon. Avoid twisting your standing foot inward or heel out. And from here, you're going to turn it down again and float your leg forward. So bring your red leg forward. Oops. That's a pretty look with the socks. So I'll turn the other way. So when we come here, sometimes we lean back. Bring your hands to your hips and press down to the standing leg. Curl your toes toward left toes towards the shin and press the heel forward and lift it up. And slowly from here, you're going to bend your knee. Bring the sole of the left foot towards your thigh and turn your knee out. So you're in tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center or any other variation. Maybe resting in here a bit more challenging. You can bring your hand over to your knee, extend the right arm out, and then you can take your gaze up towards your right fingertips if it's there. So just have fun with it. And slowly bring your knee back and lower your foot down. From here, we're going to up the other side, same thing for warrior 3, and we're floating the half moon. Left foot slightly forward, and do that little thing that I was saying before, finding in length. You see, I'm really lunging down, so my tailbone is in line with the ground of my head. And from here, I'm looking my gaze forward and slowly pressing down onto my left leg, floating the right leg up, expanding my extension of my left leg, pulling it up, kneecap up, hug my belly in, and I pause here, just pause here for a bit. And then from here, you can float your arms forward. It is a bit more challenging. And then from here, you're going to float and open up the half moon straight away. Maybe the right hand over to your right hip to find that support. Or you can hop into using your block or the corner of your table or your chair and just float it up. It's very nice. And from here, preparing yourself, turning your right hip down first, and then slowly float the right leg forward. So avoiding leaning back, maybe bring your hands to your hips and just float that leg up. And really engage the top leg. And from here, bend your knee and just float the sole of your right foot over to your thigh or down to your calves, opening up here to tree pose. Your hands can be anywhere you feel comfortable. So if sometimes some people quite like doing in this because it's giving them the balance, but whatever is feel comfortable for you. So find your focus in one point. It's really important to have that focus so you can tune in your whole body. And slowly bring your knee forward and lower your foot down. So come in front of me, take a full inhale. And as an exhale, sit back onto your mat. So I'm going to come to boat and we just add on and we finish off with Vinyasa. So boat pose. So you've got so much variety of boat. So if this is not your favorite pose, you're going to come to love this because you can just hold here and float your foot off the mat. And that's all your boat for this morning. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to come down and doing all this, what we're going to go through. So you can stay here and just focus on your spine, how it's lengthened, hugging your belly in, and then engaging your legs to support you by find that lift of light. Otherwise, you can stay here and some of you will join and bring your hands. So bringing your knees, chest upright. And you're going to come to low boat. You're going to come down here and float it up again to high and come down to low. So we got 3 more. Float it up, focus, and exhale low. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up, and exhale, lower your foot down towards the mat. And from here, extend the left leg out, bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Curl your toes, left toes towards your shin. If you need some support, you can sit up on a bolster or your cushion or whatever it is. So find that lengthen. Take a full inhale, create that space for your whole body, reaching your arms out towards the sky. Spin from mid-center, turn your chest, and slowly come forward. And could be this is you today. Wind the hands out so you can still maintain bringing your chest forward, but without this. So staying here, or you can come further down. Some of you, maybe you can grab your back of your foot and drop your elbows down towards the mat. So find a place where you can find that there's a response from your body. Yes, that's feel good. If any time during your yoga practice that's any pain arise, come out of that. There's discomfort in yoga pose, but not pain. And slowly walking your hands back towards you. And from here, you're going to bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. So move your right ankle to come underneath your left knee. So you can use a block. If you find that there's no way I'm going to bring this in, this is great in here. Or bring the block underneath to support the ankle on the right, on the left. So, and from here, you're going to start to walk forward. Maintaining that long spine again. So from here, you're going to come forward. And then just pause here. Elbows. Close down your eyes. And find that lengthen. And then release. You really feel that everyone is feeling it a different way. I really feel it in on my left glute. And it's still good. And slowly walking your hands back, supporting your upper body up. And from here, you're going to just drop the left foot down beside your right knee. Walk the right foot to come into your left hip. And we're going to come to a twist. Float your right arm up. So supporting the left knee to make sure your right foot, the left foot is connecting with the mat. Hug your belly up and draw the right elbow out. And from here, you're going to sweep your left hand beside your left hip. So press down, do a lift first, and exhale to find a twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale, find a lift, and exhale, twist. Inhale again, and twist with your exhale. Inhale back to center, and exhale, unravel your legs. Switch over to the other side. Right leg this time. Take a full inhale, create that space, elongate. And as you exhale, switch over towards your right. Fold over your leg, maintaining this left hip down towards the mat. Relaxing your left shoulder down. And slowly walking your hands back towards you. So we're coming to far log now. Same thing. Use your block to support you or anywhere it's still comfortable for you. Once you feel that comfort, start to lengthen your spine first and come forward. So you can pause here by using slight support of your hands and just lengthen your spine and the ground of the head forward. Relaxing your shoulders. And maybe you can come deeper, forearm down to the mat. And observe what's happening in this side. It might be slightly different or absolutely different to this side from the side before. So just observe it. For me, I feel more onto my hips this time than my glutes on the right side. And slowly walking your hands up and drop the right foot out to the side. Bring the left ankle closer to your right glutes and take a full inhale and bring the left elbow out. Sweep your left hand beside your hips. Inhale, create that space with arm length. And exhale, find your twist. Inhale again. And then twist. Inhale. And twist. Inhale back to center. Unravel your legs. And lie flat back onto your back. Once you arrive there, hug both knees in. Maybe separate your knees. Do a little bit of a rock from side to side. And we're going to find happy baby. So grab from the inside, ankle, shin, thighs, wherever it's so comfortable. The main purpose here for me with my own experience is I want to relax my shoulders down. My head and neck is absolutely relaxed. And I'm just allowing the weight of my arms to guide my knee down towards the mat. And slowly from here, straighten both legs. So we're going to come to waterfall. So you can use a block or bolster to bring it under your sacrum. And some of you may want to come and do bridge pose. In a supported bridge pose, find the side of the block or the cushion that's supporting you. And you can stay lifting your legs up, or you can allow your legs to come down and you can straight up, float your arms above your head, and you can pause here. So it's really important to find the side of the block that's going to serve you. And relaxing your shoulders down. And you can observe what message that your body is sending to you. It could be comfort, or it could be feel comfortable, or it could be not quite comfortable. And slowly from here, bring the sole of your feet to the mat, knees bent. Lift your hips if you've got any support underneath your sacrum. Remove them. Hug both knees in one last time. And then slowly extending your legs out to find your savasana. If you got some blanket or something that you want to cover yourself to keep you warm, grab that blanket. Could be a cushion underneath your head to support. And there's the beauty of practicing from home when you've got all this blanket and all this support that you have. Thank you very much for joining me. Happy Saturday and namaste.